Right, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Good afternoon, boys. Thank you for your participation during the class. Today we started from the fifth lesson. Unit number 8, the Mona Lisa. This lesson, at the beginning I asked you the question that do you know this famous painting? What is it called? Who painted it? And who is the painting of? Do you like this painting? Why and why not? So I've got your answers, multiple answers that you gave me. But later on, when we saw the fact files, we came to know the exact figures and about this painting, Mona Lisa. As we can see that the Mona Lisa is painted by the Leonardo da Vinci during between 1503 to 1506. The real name of this woman, which we can see in the painting, was Lisa. Right, so the real name of this lady was Lisa Guardini Giocondo, and this painting is still in the Le Louvre Museum in Paris since 1804. So let's see the details. Well, this lesson that on August 21st, 1911, Leonardo da Vinci's Mona Lisa, one of the most famous paintings in the world, was stolen off and wall of the Louvre, from the wall of the Louvre. Louvre is a famous museum, as I told you, in Paris, France. It was such an unthinkable crime that the Mona Lisa was not even noticed missing until the following day. So who would steal such a famous painting? Why did they do it? Was the Mona Lisa lost forever? We'll come to know the answers of all these questions. That on Tuesday, August 22nd, 1911, Beirut, a painter who was visiting the Louvre, walked into the Salon Carré. It's a section in the Louvre Museum where the Mona Lisa had been on the display for 5 years. But on the wall where the Mona Lisa used to be, there was blank space, means nothing was there. So the Paris police were called, and shortly after midday, about 60 investigators were sent to the Louvre Museum to look into the crime. They closed the museum and continued the search. The Louvre was closed for almost a whole week, 7 days, right? And to help the investigation, when it was reopened, a line of people came to stare at the empty space on the wall where the Mona Lisa had once hung, as we can see in this picture also. So no one could believe that someone could get away with this crime so easily. Investigators began to interview guards and workers to find out when the Mona Lisa went missing, because no one had broken into the museum and it was closed. So one worker was there who remembered seeing the painting around 7 o'clock on Monday morning, a day before it was discovered missing. So, but notice that it had gone when he walked by the Salon Carré 1 hour later. He thought that maybe the museum officials had moved it, but it was another scenario, another case. Further research discovered that the usual guard in the Salon Carré was at home. One of his children was ill at that day, so he was absent. And on his replacement, he left his post for a few minutes around 8 o'clock. So investigators thought that someone had made off with the painting between 7 to 8:30 a.m. on Monday morning, right? Investigators interview all the workers in the Louvre and famous fingerprints experts looked for clues too, but they could not find the thief. 2 years later, the thief made a contact. He contacted a well-known antique dealer called Alfredo Geri, and he said he had the stolen Mona Lisa, would sell it him for $500,000 lira. So Gary agreed to pay the price and arranged the meeting with the thief in his hotel rooms The next day, the thief opened, as we can see in this picture also. The man was standing with the hat in his hand. It's Fred O'Carey, a thief dealer, and this is the thief that was opening the wood trunk. So he took the thief took out some old shoes, a pair of trousers, and a shirt from the wooden trunk. Then he removed the false bottom, and there was a Mona Lisa. So Gary recognized the Louvre stamp on the back of the painting. This was the real Mona Lisa. Gary left the hotel, and called the police. So the thief Vincenzo Perugia was arrested and locked up. The story of the theft was much simpler than many people thought. Vincenzo Perugia was born in Italy and had worked in Paris Museum, the Louvre Museum in 1908. So Perugia had walked into the museum, noticed the second cabinet was empty. He grabbed the Mona Lisa, gone to the staircase, removed the painting from its frame, and ran off with the Mona Lisa under his painter's smoke. It was the story of Mona Lisa we came to know. Now let's see the questions and the answers that we're going to write. Here, see the answers of very first question, beginning of the story. That do you know this famous painting, what it is called? Yeah, you can see the Mona Lisa. The name of this painting, painted by Leonardo da Vinci. It is painted of Lisa Gherardini. It's the name of the woman whose painting is this. Then, if we come back, this who painted it, who is pointing out, right? So, the answer of which I've showed you here is the answer of these two questions. Come down, so you will see that there are 10 questions, 1 to 10, right? You can see the answer of these 10 questions here. Number 1, for 1 day. Number 2, 5 years. 3, Tuesday, August 32nd. 4, a whole week. 5, stare at the empty space on the wall. And then 6, 2 years later. Number 7, answer number 7, Fred O'Carey, well-known thief dealer. Number 8, $500,000 lira. Number 9, hidden in the wooden trunk. And number 10, he recognized the Louvre stamp on the back of the painting. Then come down and we have solved these questions. Question number 4, read and put the events in order. Like number 3 will come at number 1, like this. 3, 5, 1, 8, 2, 4, 9, 6, 7, 7. This is the proper order of the sequence of the story, right? Number 5, you're going to match these left side sentences out with the right side, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with A, B, C, D, E, F. Number 1 is matching with F, 2 with C, 3 with A, 4 with B, 5 with E, and 6 with G. This question. And question number 6, the match the phrasal verb to the blue in the text with the definitions. Here, see that they have 6 definitions. So the words in the blue highlighted words which we found in this lesson. This number 1, get away with means not to get caught, right? Then number 2, look into. Number 3, broken into. Number 4, made up with. 5, locked up. Number 6, ran off, right? These are the meaning of these definitions, which you can see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is how we finished this lesson. Complete all these questions in your book and the notebook, which you can right here. Right, so I'm going to send you the pictures of all these answers as well for your convenience, and you can complete it now today, right? That's it for today. Take good care of yourself. Thank you so much for listening. I'll see you in the next class. Take care and goodbye.